Hello, hello. We are live. How are you today? How are you? It is almost the new year. I cannot wait. Welcome, everybody. I just wanted to start with a really big thank you and a big thank you for being here and a big thank you for being a part of this community. I appreciate you showing up. You are learning, you are growing, you are sharing your wins and supporting others that are here, that they want to take charge of their life and business. You want to take charge of your life and business and really take everything to the next level with integrity, with excellence, and with joy. And I think one of the things that was really interesting is that 2020 was deemed to be the year of perfect vision. And I think looking back on it, it might seem a little ironic or it might seem a little bit silly because we've had so much that has happened this past year. And I know for a fact that for those that took the time to really step back and find the joy in this year, to find the opportunity in this year, to really start calming down in order to speed up, this absolutely has been the year of perfect vision. And I think there was so much freedom in order for us to be able to create and explore that perfect vision. So if you were one of those people that created a perfect vision or a beautiful vision or had a spectacular 2020, congratulations. If you don't feel like you've had the 2020 you were looking for, don't feel bad about it. Just be like, okay, well, realize that change can happen in an instant. And you are capable of so much more than you think you are. And all it's going to take is one decision. You can change your life that fast. And it is your opportunity. It is your turn to shine. And I think when we're looking forward to 2021, right? Today we're talking about starting 2021 on the right foot. And I want to share a little bit about my thoughts on 2021 and one special practice that you are going to want to implement today, right? It's right away, right after this call. And for those of you that don't know me, I just want to put a little context to this. I'm Larissa McCook, and I am an author, speaker, and CEO of Larissa McCook Coaching. And I help people unlock their magic. Unlock the magic from within and really become what they're capable of being by literally releasing where they're stuck and taking action on it. So whether you're a new parent whose world has been turned upside down with many unexpected surprises, that always happens, or maybe you're someone whose kids have grown up and you're looking forward to finding yourself and your life's purpose and your next step in the world. Or maybe you're an entrepreneur who keeps getting stuck in the same places over and over again. So it's like you hit the glass ceiling in your business, or you take 2 steps forward and 1 step back. Maybe you're working on some other life or career events, looking for some relationships. There is a place for you here and we can help, but you've got to have a desire for a better life. You've got to have this burning desire that you want to be more, do more, and have more, and also appreciate where you're at. And so what's the point? Why am I even talking about starting 2021 on the right foot? Right? Why would you? I want to know why you want to start 2021 on the right foot. What is starting 2021 on the right foot going to bring you? What is it going to give you? I'd love to hear that in the comments. So share that with me, because I know when you start 2021 on the right foot, you're going to start with a tank full of gas. You're not going to have to stutter along the way or burn out or peter out. You are going to start with that full tank of gas and be able to skyrocket yourself to success. Most people set New Year's resolutions and they quit by day 17. They don't quit by day 3. Most people quit by day 17. The ones that say they're fully committed, they can often make it to day 17 and then they fall off. But when you really start 2021 on truly the right foot with the right frame of mind, you will have the capacity to keep going and going and going. You're going to transform your life and the life of your family, and you're not going to keep letting the same roadblocks get in your way. So what is starting 2021 on the right foot? What does that mean to you? What is that going to get you? So ultimately, 2021 is deemed, it's going to be a year of opportunity It's going to be a year of sharing. It's going to be a year of really, truly greater good. And this year is the time for you to take action on changes that you have been meaning to and not quite getting to. So if you have things you've been putting off, putting on the back burner, some big decisions that have been in the back of your mind, this is your year to bring them to your forefront. Okay, so you want to literally put procrastination behind you and manifest the dreams you really desire. And when you are open to that, you don't even have to know how you're going to do that. You don't need to know what it is right now. If you do, write it down. If you're like, oh yeah, there's that big thing that's been right back here, right behind me, hovering over my head, and I've avoided it. That is the thing you are going to have to make a decision on and take action on this year. Okay. And Christina says, 2021, when you get on the right foot, it's going to be full of clarity and clarity of purpose, vision, and goals, with affirming actions and gratitude for the process of growth. I absolutely love that. And I think that really, really does tie into what we're going to be talking about here today. Because when you start 2021 on the right foot, that is going to be your decision. And that's going to really set the tone for your year, right? Set the tone for your year. And there's a few things that you really want to keep in mind when setting that tone. I think intention is everything. So if you got a pen and paper, write that down, or even think about it. Intention is everything. Rather than going off and setting a whole pile of New Year's goals, what if you set a New Year's intention and you kept that at the forefront of your mind, and every single day you looked at that intention, and at the end of the day, you really assessed and took a look at whether you met it. So set the intention. There is, every single morning I write in one of my notebooks my intention for the day. And by the end of the day, when I review it, I see it. I don't necessarily even actively work on it, but the intention I set in the morning, I consciously think, I'm like, okay, this is my intention for the day. I have intentions for the year. And when I look at that, I'm like, wow, it happened. 9 out of 10 times, you are going to allow things to just happen in your life and unfold before your eyes. So intention really is everything, and that will set the tone for your year. Now, another thing I want you to really think about is the attitude that you've got, right? Attitude is a frame of mind. Attitude is everything. And the attitude that you show up with is going to dictate your year. So we talked about 2020. And if your attitude towards 2020 was that of something that really didn't serve you, if your attitude of 2020 was that of scarcity or that of things going wrong, that you want to really take a look at that. Is that the attitude you want to step into 2021 with? Or do you want to have an attitude of optimism, an attitude of possibility, an attitude of unlimited potential? Because the attitude you choose to step into 2021 with, the attitude you choose to step away from this call with, is the attitude that will dictate the results that you have in your life. And when we really look at attitude, you got to look at like your thoughts, your feelings, your actions, and all of those things combined ultimately lead to your results. The intention you have will help direct your attitude. Your attitude will have a direct impact on the results you have. So when you think of 2021, what kind of 2021 do you want to have? Do you want to have just a flat 2021? Do you want it to get worse, or do you want to see it get better? Do you want to see it go all the way to the top? How do you want your 2021 to be? It's a tongue twister. It's a tongue twister. So yeah, and absolutely, intention is key, and attitude will directly impact your results. So write those things down. Intention is key. Attitude will impact. It'll directly impact my results. So look at your attitude right now. Now, I have one practice that I wanted to suggest that you do, and this is something that I've touched on with some of my clients and with some of the other people that I've been working with privately as well. And this one practice that is so, so important before stepping into something new is really recognizing what has happened, all the good things that have happened from the past year. So often we might be wrapped up, we're like, okay, we want to just leave this behind and move forward. We want to leave it behind and move forward. But You want to celebrate the joys that you have had and recognize yourself for the good things that you've done, that you've been, that you've achieved, and that you have in your life. And so the one practice I want to strongly recommend that you do today, and maybe right up until the end of the new year, and up until the end of the year, is look back on the past year. Look back on 2020 and look at all of the beautiful experiences you had. Look at everything you learned. Look at everything you were able to do. Look at all of the progress you made in different areas of your life, whether it's with family, whether it's in your home. I know 2020 seemed to be a big home renovation year for so many people. We're sitting at home and you're looking around your house. You're like, okay, this has got to change. And now I have the time. So it was a huge home renovation year. So I want you to really make a concerted effort to spend like a good 15, 20, 30 minutes or more on your 2020. I go through, I do this every year, and I've been doing it consistently since 2004. And at first it was like one page. Now I have like 2 or 3 pages of great things that happen. And I go through my calendar. I go right through from January. I go through all my calendars and all my to-do lists that I had that year. And I write everything down. Like I go crazy with this. And I know I could do it monthly. I love doing it at the end of the year because it helps remind me of all the beautiful things and all the beautiful experiences and memories that happen. And it floods my world. My body starts to vibrate. I am so grateful. I am so impressed. Often I'm shocked at how much I've gotten done over the past year, because sometimes day by day, you don't really feel like you're making progress. You may not notice the progress you're making day by day. And it's like watching a child grow. You might, if you live with them, you don't notice the changes as often. But when kids are young, when kids are little, you miss them for a week or for 2 weeks or for a month. And the development that they have is astronomical. And that is exactly the kind of development you have. And your job is to recognize it. And it might seem like a simple thing. But why would you want to do this? Why would you want to just look back at everything from last year instead of just planning next year? Well, you're going to be able to raise your vibration for one, right? When you're working, when you're elevated in your vibrational frequency, you will feel like a rock star. You will feel unstoppable. And it is going to be rocket fuel to move you ahead. Okay. So looking back is awesome to add rocket fuel to move you ahead and give you more leverage. You're going to start noticing some opportunities that you can even expand on, or that you might want to expand on. And I think sometimes we always think of only moving forward, but when you look at what you've started and when you can start building on it, instead of just starting new things from scratch, when you can keep building on things and accelerating them, all of a sudden you have a snowball effect. And it's literally, I built a snowman last week. It was beautiful, but you start with this little ball and then you roll it through the snow and it gets bigger and it gets bigger and it gets bigger. And the more you keep working with the same concepts, with the same ideas, and improving and enhancing and fine tuning them, the better and better they get, the more juicy they get, right? If you're a meat eater and you marinate a steak, you want the marinade to sit there for a while, right? You don't just throw it on before you pop it on the grill. You let it really work itself into the meat. And so it's the same kind of thing. Really take the things that you've done in your life that you found joy in and keep enhancing them, keep bringing them up, keep making them even better, because we often forget about that low-hanging fruit, all of those things that are right in front of us that seem so simple. We're like, oh, I'm done. But what if you can make it even better and even more joyful? So that is my recommendation, is go back through this past year and really take a look at all the beautiful things that have happened to you, that you have done, that you have been a part of, all the beautiful people you've met. If you've had any trips, even in your mind, look at all of the things that have happened this past year. And one of the things that I did this year is I created this success journal for my clients. So I have a few left. I don't have many left, but I have a few left. So if you're interested in working with me, then you could have access to one of the last success journals. And they're great because this is the kind of place where you can store all of your wins, where you can store all of the good things that have happened. And if you're having a rough day, then you go back and look at this journal and you're like, wow, like this is a great win. This is a great moment. And you can relive that, because the fact is your unconscious mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So the unconscious mind can't tell the difference between what's real and what's imagined. So when you go back and relive those moments, you are bringing the energy into your now. And what better way to step into 2021 than with the energy of everything that has been good this past year? You are going to flood your mind, you are going to flood your being, you're going to flood your world with that energy. So if you've got a notepad, you're going to write flood your world, flood yourself with all the good that you desire. So flood your world with the good that you desire, with the good that you've had. And when you take a look at stepping into 2021, I want you to step into 2021 with all that energy, with all of the thoughts, the feelings, and gratitude for all the beautiful moments you've had. When you step in with that feeling and attitude of gratitude, you are going to step in with this pure energy and this pure intention. And so should you set goals? Should you have big dreams? Absolutely. I'm not saying don't do that. I'm saying do this before you just go running off and plan the next year and forget about everything that you've done. You recognize yourself for the good things that have happened, because that is going to add fuel to your fire moving forward. And so I think that is a huge practice. I love it. I hope you have practiced it already. And if you have not, that is my tip for the day. That's the one special practice I want you to do today. Go get a beautiful journal. Grab your success journal if you work with me and you have one. Go get even a scrap of paper if you have nothing else. Grab a napkin and start writing everything good that has happened to you this past year. It will make a world of difference. And one of the things that we're doing here as a team at Larissa McCoo Coaching and in the Unleash Your Opulence group is we're reaching out to many people and asking for feedback, because one of the things that we want to do, and we want to make a very concerted effort of doing, is adding so much value. We want you to get so much value out of this group. We want you to get so much value out of these lives, out of all the activities that I suggest. And the best way to do that is to ask you. So if we have not had a chance to reach out to you yet, and you have 5 minutes to get on a quick call and give us some feedback, I'd love to ask you just a few simple questions about what value you're getting and what value you would love to get in this group the coming year, because we have some awesome stuff planned. We have so many amazing things in mind, and every single conversation that I've been having with people has even accelerated that and taken it to the next level. You guys have come up with so many beautiful ideas and things that are not only going to be valuable to you, but also valuable to other people. And I think sometimes we think, well, who's going to care about this if it's important to me? I can guarantee you, if you are thinking something, if you are feeling something, someone else, and probably 10, 20, 30, 50, 100 other people are feeling the same thing and craving the exact same thing. And by reaching out and by helping us connect to you, or by connecting to us, you will greatly improve the lives of so many other people in this community and beyond. So that is my ask of you, is if you have 5 minutes, be willing to hop on a call with us and give us some feedback, and we'll just ask you some simple questions, and we are prepping content for the new year so that the new year can be even more magical for you in this group. This is a group of some really incredible people. I am so proud of you and of all the other people in this group, because you are here because you want to unlock the magic inside of you. You have gifts that you want to share with the world, and you are here to make it happen. You've got that magic locked up inside, and you want to release it, and you want to step up and show up. And that is what you're doing by being here. That is what you're doing by being in this group. And you have an opportunity to do that. You can do it in so many different ways. Reach out to us, have a quick call with us. That's one tiny way that you can help yourself and help so many other people, because we are going to very, very carefully review all the notes and make sure to put this all in the 2021 plan. Oh, hello, Mikkel. Thank you for the hearts. I love you. Miss you so much. So I hope you have an absolutely incredible 2021. I know you are going to work magic, and really look at those things. Really take a look. I'm going to have a haircut as soon as I can. It's top of my list as soon as we're allowed to in this city. So I want you to take a look at some of those things that you have been desiring, that you've been craving, and you haven't quite gotten to. And that is going to be your next big step as soon as you give yourself credit for all of the amazingness and all of the beauty and all of the joy that you've had this past year. So I look forward to supporting you in your 2021. I look forward to connecting with you really, really soon. And I look forward to this new coming year ahead. So book a call with us, DM us if we haven't DM'd you or if we haven't had a chance to chat with you. So 5-minute call. And I look forward to chatting with you soon and supporting you in the new year.